again we're going to just write the player ID. So players b.id. Oh, and I forgot to do the buffer thing again. Sorry about that. That's just something that happens. So we've written the byte there. So next we're going to be writing another byte, write byte, and this one is going to contain this guy's username and the person's username. So now we will actually need this constcast thingy to convert the char to a thing. I should really just store the username in char, but I don't know. Never mind. So we're gonna have to call this b1, b2, b1. Now there's no reason why we can't just copy and paste this. So there's b.name.cstring. So now we're just going to write that to this, and there we are. And now we can just send message. Whoops, I don't know why that capitalized that. Players I. Now we're sending this to I because oh, that should be right string rather, not right byte. We're sending this to I because I is the original player. I is the player who's just joined. So I joins, I sends itself to other players send itself to I. Simple. So this stuff is just null. Doesn't need to be anything particular. So, and that should be done now. So if we relaunch our server, and I'm going to recompile this client. We're going to do a lot of recompiling now as we are using two separate things. We kind of need to, and I mean, this is the thing with multiplayer. You've always got to test with two clients. You can't simply just expect to test alone. And people are going to be moaning at me saying I should have done something with Avast to stop it popping up, but whatever. It's too late now. So if we get this new guy to join, I'm going to call this Mish and ID 0. And we're going to get this guy to join, call him Happy, and that guy didn't get an ID. But okay, we've got a glitch there actually. We've done something wrong. Happy didn't receive any new players, and oh, we've got a glitch in here. So I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's call this. Don't know what the error was there. We got an error with the server, so we're gonna have to resolve that. I mean, you'll come across errors a fair bit, quite a bit. So right string. Right, so there's something wrong with this. So if b isn't equal to players I.id, send message. So right, we're gonna need to see what we've done wrong here, and why. First of all, why that sent the wrong player. I think there might be a variable clash somewhere. Not 100% sure. We're gonna have to find out. So the first thing I want to do is just test exactly the same thing again, except with a relaunched server. And this tends to happen quite a bit when you test these things. So you don't get things 100% right every time, and that's the reality of coding. And I know it makes kind of shoddy tutorials, but I'm trying to do this off the fly so that I can kind of show you guys exactly the best, the easiest way to do things. So again, we're going to join, and oh, that one threw an error straight away. So we've definitely got a problem here. Something wrong in here. Oh, right. What we need to do actually is if players b.inUse equals true. That's what I forgot. We've got to check if the player's actually in use, otherwise their name won't be set. So we can copy this one here, and again we just need to change that to if players a.inUse. So yeah, that will probably most likely be the issue we have here. We need to actually just check if the player's in use, and God, go away. There we go. sometimes takes a while to close. Okay, so that's our main issue here. We can just leave this guy open because he hasn't done anything wrong yet. He hasn't tried to connect here. So moving on, if we just launch the server again, come on, compile. Fraps makes everything slow. I don't know what it is. So if we connect with this dude, call him player. Oh no, why are you? Oh, yeah. Sorry, forgot double equals. God, these things take a long time to close. So can close that one again. Now the server's got track of a player, so I'm just going to close this one as well. So let's launch the server once again. Boom, open that. Open that too. So let's connect this guy, player. So we got this guy connected. Now let's call this one Dave. And here we have player and Dave. So for some reason that guy sent Dave to the other one. So again we've got another issue here, but on the whole it is working so far. So moving back to this, what we're going to be doing here is just making sure that everything is all being sent right. So this cycles through. So the problem comes with sending, I think it might be this one, I'm not sure. You can probably get away with doing if A not equal I, but I'm going to leave that like that for the time being. Showing that is I. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to close that up and launch this again. Now what we need to do is make it so there's a disconnect thing in a moment, because at the moment even if a player leaves, they're going to still be tracked by the server, so you're going to fill up your server very quickly. So first of all I'm going to join player, and no one joins the player, so I want to see exactly what happens when we do this. I'll launch up the server again, and again call this guy Dave. So I want to see which guy gets the other guy called Dave. So the last guy called Dave gets a guy called, so this thing here, this guy here should say player. So what it is sending currently logged in players to clients. That's where our issue is. So send other players to this player. Is where we're getting our issue. So what I'm going to check is why it's writing the wrong name here. So right string. So what I'm actually going to do is output a logger. Sending this is just a bit of debug. Again, because this is a like a string stream, it's adaptable to what we can put into it. And here what we're going to do is going to do this thing back to front. So sending res to players I.name. So again, now we're going to launch the server, and we can see where the issue really is. If you do come across issues, it's really good just to output everything you possibly can on your server. So we're going to connect this guy, player is joined, no one's online, so no issue there. So when this guy joins, it should say sending player to Dave, and sending Dave to player. So let's see what. Oh no, nothing happened there. It didn't output the log for whatever reason. Ooh. I wonder why that didn't output. Slap that up there. Neither of those logs outputted, I don't know why. Okay, let's try that again. Oh. To Brez. Oh, what's Brez? Players b.name. Right, okay, so we're just having a little issue here. Players join, nothing should happen there as player's not sending any data to him. I'm just going to this guy Dave again. And again the server did not output anything, no idea why. I wonder why. I'm just going to take off the file saving here for the time being in case that's breaking it. I don't know why the log's not working though. It's not actually inputting any data. Even though this one logged, this one didn't log. So my thinking... Oh, wait a minute, that's why. I think it's because I'm not clearing the buffer right here. So I'm just checking that everything's in order. Okay, let's try that again. So we found the potential error. Now let's just hope that this works. So we're just going to open two clients up again and connect them both to the server. And let's see what we can make of this. So player has joined with ID 0, yep, that's all well and good. Now what we're going to do is connect Dave. Now it still hasn't outputted anything, and this time Dave is sent correctly to this one, but on the reverse end this one hasn't sent properly. There is no name sent, so I want to see what we've got wrong here. So write byte 2, that is correct. Write the ID of player B, so this should be sending player B to player I, and for whatever reason this log's not working, so let's just ignore that for now because it's not on our current list of bugs. So we know this is working, and so okay, we're cycling through all the players here, checking if a player is in use. If the player is in use, then check if it's not the same as the current player. If it's not the same as the current player, then we're going to clear the buffer, write the byte 2, which is the player join packet, write byte, which is the ID of the player, and then write the string of the player's name. And I have no idea why this isn't working here, so actually what I'm going to do is see out Brez just in case. So Dave has joined, and yes, that's kind of annoying, but I have to make do with what it says. Server initialized on port 12550 and the current time is 8:39 AM, which is correct. Doing this tutorial very early in the morning, getting back into the swing of things because school starts in like 4 days. Okay, so player has joined, all well and good. Player, let's call this guy Dwadadar, and by the looks of it, okay, that's sent properly. And I don't even know why cout's not working here. My only guess is that Brez is not being set to anything. And I'm just going to check the player class to make sure that name is definitely the right thing. So a player is definitely being sent, but the name isn't being set, and that is a potential issue we have here. So I'm just going to check actually at the game maker end that everything's all nice and dandy. Also, what I'm going to do, if if new name not equal username. This is just going to be our failsafe in case, for whatever reason, the server sends out a dodgy packet of some description, and that's capital U rather on username. So this is going to be our failsafe in case the server does output a packet which isn't being too friendly. So this one up here is working, and I'm just going to check what's different about this one and what's different about this one. So we're just going to quick check if B is not equal right. We can do this an alternative way if this continues to not work, but I want to try and get this one to work as well as I can. So here we go. I'm just going to check that B isn't an already set variable. Okay, so we should be good with that. B, now what I'm going to check here is if I dot in use, yes. Right, now I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with this script. I'm just analysing it and going to slap, for the time being, I'm actually going to slap this one up here, see if there's a bug with the ordering of thing. Send other players to this player. Players i.sock. That's alright. Players b.inUse equals true. Then we go, yep. Players b.id. For a moment, I'm just going to take off this check here, because I have a feeling that could be corrupting it. Now we've got our failsafe blocker on anyway, so if two users with the same username are sent back to one user, it'll just not create a player for it, so we shouldn't have an issue there. Okay, player send player to itself. Okay, even though we have our block failsafe on there, we still get an issue. And for whatever reason, it's still not working now. Oh, player is connecting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wait, player is new. I should change that to a new player. It's connecting, otherwise people might get confused. Okay, so we've got a little bug in here somewhere. Just had another failsafe block. I don't think I even recompiled that version. So we're going to try launching this again and see where that takes us. Apologies for this, these things tend to happen. Okay, players join with ID 0, and this guy Dave. Okay, so we got Dave on here, and we still haven't got the name sending for player. So my only concern Oh, right, yes. Weren't actually setting the player's name. No worries. That should all be well and good now. Okay, now we can reactivate these things. Almost certain that that was what the error was. That no players' names were actually getting set. So sorry about all that issue. Now in the files you download, then this will all be fixed. So this is the essential basics of our tutorial. So we've got one player there. I'm gonna get another one in here. Call this guy Dave. Player, Dave, player. Sorted. We have a liftoff. So now that that's all working, I can see that the C out there is working again, which means the log will probably work again, and everything's good. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. This is just going to be generic recording 2 for the thing. I'm going to move on to recording 3 straight after this one, which is going to be player movement. So stay tuned. I mean, if you don't want to watch every part, you can download the source files, which will be in the description below. And happy gaming. Goodbye.